What if Jordan Peterson and Aristotle had a conversation? As we know, Aristotle and Jordan Peterson lived in different historical eras and have different perspectives on various topics. Therefore, it is difficult to predict what their conversation would be like if they were to meet. However, it's possible that they would have had a stimulating and thought provoking conversation, delving into a wide range of topics such as philosophy, psychology, ethics, and the human condition. One topic that would likely have been a point of discussion is Aristotle's emphasis on rational inquiry, virtue, and the concept of the golden mean. The golden mean or golden middle way is the desirable middle between two extremes, one of excess and the other of deficiency. For example, courage exists as a mean between cowardice and recklessness. If you find a moderate position between these two extremes, you will be acting morally. Peterson may have argued that this concept is limiting and may not apply to all situations, that there is need for flexibility and adaptability in facing different scenarios. Another topic that would likely have been a central topic of conversation is Peterson's focus on personal responsibility, self improvement, and the importance of cultural and religious traditions. Peterson sees the cultural and religious traditions as a source of guidance and wisdom for achieving this. Aristotle's ideas on virtue, reason, and the good life would likely be contrasted with Peterson's focus on personal responsibility, self improvement, and the importance of cultural and religious traditions. They may have debated on the role of the state and individual freedom and responsibility in society. Aristotle may have argued that some people may need guidance and support from the state, that the state is the best way to ensure the well being of citizens, and that common good is the ultimate goal of society. Peterson may also question Aristotle's emphasis on the role of state in ensuring the well being of citizens, and may argue for a more limited role for the state, with more emphasis on personal responsibility and self improvement. Another topic that would likely have been discussed is the role of reason and emotion in human decision making, and how they view the human nature and the meaning of life. Aristotle may have emphasized the importance of rationality and reason in decision making, while Jordan Peterson may have emphasized the importance of taking into account one's emotion and values. They may also have discussed the issue of determinism versus free will and the concept of fate. Aristotle's emphasis on rationality and reason may have led him to argue for determinism, while Peterson's emphasis on personal responsibility may have led him to argue for free will. Aristotle's philosophy emphasizes that everything that happens in the world is predetermined by cause and effects, and that there is no such thing as free will. On the other hand, Peterson's view on free will and personal responsibility emphasizes that individuals have the ability to make choices and that they are responsible for the outcomes of their actions. Aristotle may have argued that the ultimate goal of human life is to live a virtuous life guided by reason, while Jordan Peterson may have emphasized the importance of finding one's own purpose and meaning in life. If Aristotle and Jordan Peterson were to have a conversation about gender, it is likely that they would have disagreed on several points. Aristotle may have believed that gender is predetermined and unchangeable, while Peterson may have argued for the importance of personal agency and the ability to shape one's own destiny. Aristotle, who lived in ancient Greece, had a patriarchal view of society and believed that men were naturally superior to women in terms of reason and virtue. He believed that men were suited for politics and governance, while women were best suited for domestic life and child rearing. On the other hand, Jordan Peterson has been a vocal advocate for men and women to take equal responsibility for their lives. He believes that traditional gender roles are limiting and can prevent individuals from reaching their full potential. It is important to note that while they would have disagreed on many points, their conversation would have been an intellectual feast. Both Aristotle and Jordan Peterson had unique perspectives and ideas that would have been stimulating and thought provoking. It's possible that the conversation would have been productive, with each individual learning from the other's perspective and perhaps finding a common ground on certain issues. However, it's also possible that they would have disagreed on certain topics, leading to a more contentious conversation.